We're live.
Woohoo! Hi, everyone. I'm Mel. I'm one half of BB Breakdown 902. This is a weekly podcast that we do because we love Big Brother so much. We're two girls that are from Nova Scotia, and we have relocated to both of us to Ontario. But we love Big Brother so much, and we talk about it so much that we decided to do weekly YouTubes, breaking down the week and happenings of not only the show but as well the live feeds. We save live feeds for last because, as everyone knows that watches live feeds, it is spoiler Phil. So Lindsay is just uploading the link there to Facebook and Twitter. And I'm going to be freezing a little bit tonight, technical difficulties. My husband's watching Game of Thrones, for anyone out there that's Game of Thrones fans as well. So he's streaming while I'm streaming. So going to be technical glitches tonight on my part. But I think, are we good, Linz? Are we
Good.
uploaded
I
to
just
both?
finished.
Okay, perfect. So we'll just break down where we left off. So last week we left off with Cassandra getting HOH when really it was her dad that won it. And she put the brothers and Nikki on the block. And as we fast forward through the week, the brothers end up winning the veto with a what would you do kind of competition where they basically ended up winning by and so then we go on to Thursday night, and Jarrett's the replacement nominee, and he's kicking himself that he didn't cut his hair partially. The other half of him is like, "Oh no, I got this in the bag." He ends up campaigning all week, and Jarrett and Nikki are left on the block on Thursday night for the double eat. So thoughts on this so far, Linz? And just going forward from here, I just want to do a shout out to one of my best friends this week. She is undergoing treatment for breast cancer. She's getting her first chemo this week, and I just want to send her all the best. I know she's a fighter and she'll make it through, but uh, since we have this little bit of a platform with you Big Brother fans, I wanted to shout out to her tonight. And I'll get the mic over to Lindsay to get your thoughts on the veto comp win, Jarrett's downfall, etc.
Jared's downfall was I really hope he likes that hair because that cost him the game. He would have at least had the veto and been off. And anyway, that's how it goes sometimes with these things. I watched his Facebook Live event at the juror house, and he seemed pretty zen with it all. Like, I mean, it's one of those things, like, you kind of know going in what you're doing, and it was fine. But yeah, it was a crazy week because Jared went and then double eviction.
Yeah,
Go.
it's crazy. I honest to God, like he did put up a fight. He did fight like more than I expected him to. Part of me thought that he might just sit back and say, "Yeah, I have this," but no, he did put up a fight to try, but ended up going against Nikki on the block, and then leading into double eviction. So double eviction was super exciting. Uh, they had found it super exciting anyway as a fan. The brothers ended up winning in a bowling competition, which was, if you ask me, all about not so much skill but about patience. So just like lining it up properly and having the patience to like think out your ball roll, because it took so long for that ball to get back to you that you really just had to like do it slow. Because I noticed during the competition some people were just like trying to do it as quickly as they can to hit the balls down, but that back leg of the ball coming back to you took forever.
Mm-hmm.
So the brothers ended up winning it. Technically, Nick won it, and for some reason, Nick's thought processing going into who they're going to nominate in such a hurry just wasn't even considered, and Phil ended up doing the nomination. So he ended up nominating the internationals because, as you saw on feeds and a little bit on the show, they were quite vocal to all the house guests that they did not want an international player winning at all, that they would never vote an international to win, that they would never take an international with them final two. So Phil followed through on his bold statements during that week and nominated Tim and Nikki. And then the outpouring of that was on the bench when Cassandra couldn't play and Phil couldn't play. I guess they made a deal that they agreed that if Cassandra won the veto, that she wouldn't mess with their people that they nominate. And then lo and behold, Cassandra ends up winning the veto. And she has this like longer than what I would expect decision to make. Like I thought it was just like an instant decision. You had to decide, am I going to use it or am I not? But when you watch it play back on Sunday night's episode, they actually gave Cassandra more time than most to think about if she was going to take Tim off the block, which surprised me a little bit because from what I recall in past double eviction episodes, it's normally a split second kind of decision with the veto, isn't it? That long to like think it over. But anyway, she ends up taking Tim off the block, shocks brothers, uproars the house. And they put Joel on the block beside Nikki.
I think it's her demise.
Get out one of the international.
I think it was her demise right then and there. Like had she played, I don't know, like if they'd got Tim out, Nikki would have stayed. It would have been like that. And, you know, I think she made a dumb move. I get you're a fan of him, but like he just won the game, in my opinion. And I mean, obviously, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but he gets put up on the block. I mean, I'm getting really ahead of myself, but like the Tim is really good. She basically gave it to him. Cassandra's going to go home this week. I'm super jumping ahead in the first 6 minutes of this, but it was a little bit disappointing.
Even more people.
I just think it's stupid. I think you know, they basically gave it to the best player. It's annoying when this happens. Like, I don't agree with Phil and Nick's like buffoon ways, but at the same time, like, she just lost the game. She played such a good game, and then she just frigged it all up. It's annoying.
I don't know. I think that was her alliance, though, right? Like, she really trusted Tim. And going into the next
would he have done the same? Would he have done the same? Nope.
I don't. It's a toss-up, really.
No, it's not.
A toss-up if he would. No, he may have saved her. We don't know that. He may have saved Nikki. We don't know if Tim would have used the veto. I think he would have used the veto because he wants to further his odds of either being taken or getting to the final two, right? And he knew that Cassandra was loyal and he knew Nikki was loyal. So if he would have won the veto and it would have been vice versa with Cassandra and Nikki on the block, I think he those two girls off the block. I really do. As he knows it's as much as it's all about like what a good game you're playing, it's also a game of numbers and what's your odds next week. And I think he might have kept Cassandra because we all know Nikki wasn't winning many competitions at all. So keeping her would have been a bit of, yes, she would have been 100% loyal to the end, but she wouldn't have won anything from here on out, give or take, unless there was some random HOH or veto competition that was just random luck again. So I don't know. I think he may have, but
I mean, at the
can't
same
see
time,
that play out because
I'm annoyed how it all played out. But at the same time, I kind of feel like this, like I didn't watch last night live. I didn't watch the show live. I just watched it when I got home tonight. And it was like one of the best episodes because there was like, there's so few of them in the house, but they're just going at each other. Like right now it's like a fight to the finish and they're accusing and pointing fingers and, you know, like obviously they're going to do what they need to do to like make alliances. And Joel is so on the fence and he's so wishy-washy. Kelsey, I think, actually has a real chance now. Cassandra will go out this week. Tim better win HOH or he's in trouble. Like, I think, I don't even know. If the brothers go to the end with Kelsey, what a disappointment. If Tim goes, with Joel, okay, cool. Like, if Kelsey goes with Joel, give it to Joel. Like, I don't know. I just think, like, at this point, like, it's frustrating when it, like, at this point, I guess I kind of like to see Cassandra or Tim win because at least they've made moves. Like, I haven't, Joel made him
Yeah.
one move, but the brothers have just been like buffoons. Kelsey rode coattails. Like, oh, I'm
Well, the
frustrated.
brother, as much as the brothers have made some decisions that, we're just scratching our heads at right now, they have played a pretty solid game. Like I was tallying up like double eviction wins and the next wins, and they've won 3 vetoes and 2 HOHs. That's a pretty solid resume. So as much as we may not have agreed with a lot of their decisions when they were in power, they do have a good resume for comp wins and lasting this long with 2 people in the game and
That's
potential
a good
with the
point.
potential of Big Brother split, you know, because
That's a
there's
good
always that potential. And if they played their jury speech that way, like saying like that there was 2 of us in the game, so that's a double threat. Big Brother could have split us at any time. Everyone in the house was well aware of that if they've watched any seasons of Big Brother or any inkling on Big Brother. And
just
so I just think that they have a resume. So
maybe I'm just bitter because they call a 32-year-old senile.
I know, right?
I was
Like,
like, okay,
hello,
calm down there, Phil.
for
Whatever.
any of you that aren't following our age brackets, I'm 32, Lindsay's 32.
No, I'm
Just,
like
and we are not
29.
old, both old and senile. And I was not impressed with that. A lot of the things that they've been coming out with toward Tim and Nikki when she was in the house was just not cool. Like, anyway, it is a game. They are trying to win it, and they probably do see the potential of being a threat, and they're trying to put that in people's heads in a different way, other than he's just a threat. Well, I want to see a Canadian win was what they're trying to do to the other house guests
I
that are
don't think
Canadian,
they're
but
wrong, though. I don't think they're wrong
everyone,
for wanting a Canadian to win Big Brother Canada. Like, and Tim's won before. Like, I hear their point. It's just not a solid case how they're doing it because they're doing it very aggressive. Like, I don't know. Like, I
yeah,
it's frustrating because like this is such a good show and it gets down to the end and I'm like, well, would I have rathered Maddie there? No. Would I have rathered Jared there? No. Like I don't think I'm satisfied with it because I don't want it to end. I don't want Joel to win.
mm-hmm.
I don't think Kelsey I want to win. I think I'm pulling for Cassandra, but she's kind of screwed this week. So I just think Cassandra
So
played like
we,
she played harder. She was like
I know,
she's like Derek, like she's behind the scenes, like pulling all the like. If she can get herself out of this, but she can't, like because let's talk about. I'm zooming along, but Kelsey wins HOH because she studied her little butt off. Then you've got she puts up Tim and Cassandra, obviously. Tim gets off the block because he wins POV. So Cassandra and Joel go up. Now let's think about it. I'm so sorry. I zoomed so ahead, but I have thoughts. If Cassandra's up there, Tim
that's okay.
is going to like vote out Joel, let's say, and then the brothers are definitely voting out Cassandra. So then it's up to Kelsey, and she's going after Cassandra because she plays a better game. Then she can say she's the last woman standing. She's out. She's out. She's out. It's so disappointing.
Yeah, it is so disappointing. It's one of those things that like I was hardcore rooting for Mitch, and then once he left, mind you, I have been Team Tim, but I was also like just kind of on that fence of like, is there a Canadian player here that is playing like just on the same level as Tim is? And Cassandra was. And even if you listen to, did you listen to Nikki Graham's host guest hangout when she got out of the house? I put it on her Twitter page. It was actually really well done. She holds a lot of feelings towards Tim. I'm so sad she left. Let's just say that. I'm really sad. I expressed my sadness on our Twitter page for I think at least 2 days after she was out. And many of you share our sadness, but Yeah, she did a really good job of just saying how it is and just how fun she is to be around. Not just like what a great game she's playing, but like what a good social game she's been playing. Um, and I think a lot of the jury house is going to be super surprised when if she walks through the door, which is what it's looking like right now. And I'm having similar feelings to when Mitch left, her leaving. Just Cassandra and Mitch just set up their game so beautifully, and to have it just fall through their fingers and to watch it on feeds falling through her fingers, and she's just like scratching and like clawing and trying to get any form of like support from Kelsey she can, because she knows Kelsey could save her. Banking on Tim though. She's banking Tim will vote to keep her in the house. And I don't know, even if she does end up
So
convincing
that goes
Kelsey
back
the
to
other
my
way, Tim
earlier
might.
point. Would he have taken her off? Hell no. He's too much of a risky player. I don't like him. He's attractive, and I really think they have feelings for each other. I don't think it'll go anywhere, but I don't know. I'm just frustrated because I want her to win, and I think she's like my wild horse. Like, I never in a million years would have said she would have been one of the best players of the year. Mitch, yes, totally, but not her. I thought she was like the ditzy Victoria girl. Like, I thought she was just ditzy, and she turned out to be amazing.
I
Disappointing.
know. Sad. In saying that, I did run a poll on our Twitter page this week in which 60 of you, you live Big Brother feeders took part in, and I asked people who they thought final two would be. And the choices were Cassandra and Joel, Cassandra and Tim, the Bros and Kelsey, Cass, and this was 3 days ago, so before the like fall of like HOH and all that happened afterwards. And it was such a close poll. It was our closest poll yet. Did you check out the result?
I didn't see it. No.
So it was out of 60 people that voted, 42% wanted Cass and Joel to be final two, which obviously is not going to end up happening now because they're on the block this week together. 33% of people wanted Cass the final two, and then 13% wanted the
You
Bros and
froze.
Kelsey,
You
and
froze. You froze. I didn't hear what you said.
13% wanted the brothers and Kelsey, and then 12% wanted Kelsey and Cass. It was such a close vote. I'll show you all how close it was. Look, if I can get it up to the camera and have it all be okay. It was so close, 43, 33, 13, and 12. How close is that? And then one of the people that watch us and follow us said she would actually prefer Joel and Tim as final two, which might end up happening. And I said I'd do a shout out to her, and her Twitter name is @alteringpixels. Thanks for tuning into our poll, and I'm sorry that I didn't make your choice one of the four choices that I had to choose from, but I honest to God thought Cassandra was gonna like ride or die to the end, and it turns out she might be riding into the sunset of the jury house sooner than later. So sad. But anyway, I know it's heartbreaking.
It's just frustrating at this point. Like, but you made a good point about the brothers. Like, they have done it together. Tim's played a good game. He's been in a lot of conversations. If Tim and the brothers go to the end, that'll be an interesting situation. I think Joel has a really good, like, Joel was like, what? He was one of my picks, not my top pick, like one of the, like, it's so funny because my top picks, like, Joel, Philip, Cassandra, and Nikki were my last picks, and those are like the people in there still. Your first pick was Kelsey. Your last pick was Tim, obviously, because he came in.
Yeah, because we didn't know who was getting voted in.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think as much as Kelsey really, I think she has a resume too. Like, as she was a part of one of the most loyal alliances of the whole season, right? She won her way back into the house. She has proven that she is a competitor, and she's become so much more strategic since coming back in the house after having Levita counseling, I would call it, in the secret suite.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like wasn't Team Kelsey at all, but she's really pulling up her socks. And I liked the little outtake when she was in the diary room, and she was saying, "Oh, people want to think I'm an emotional player. That's what they want. That's what I'll do. If that's what gets me to final two, that's what I'll do, and that'll be on my speech." And we all saw that Kelsey can make a good final two speech. And she's going to be a force to be reckoned with. If people think that she's going to be an easy win, she just might end up winning the final HOH because she's good at, she'll probably be good at endurance, and she's really good at remembering things because she's been studying her little ass off. So I would not discount Kelsey. I think everyone that's left in the house has a fair shot of providing a really good final two speech. And I think like this has been an amazing season, and I think they're all, whoever wins out of these five will be a deserving winner, whether or not it's the winner that we've most been rooting for. I think they're all deserving winners in their own right.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you?
It's just been such a good season. I'm kind of sad, I think, it's because it's ending, and it's going to be like really fast. Like they're going to end, it's May 1st now. We've got like 2 weeks. It's done. And it's just always like sad when it ends because it's like been such a good season. And like, I think I'm sad because like, I want to know if Tim and Cass will get together, which I don't think that they will. But I think like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of hoping it's like a John and Netta thing because I think if the two of them, I know it can't happen now, but if they got to the end with Joel, let's say hypothetically, like both of them, I think would take Joel. Like they wouldn't take each other. And it's a really John and Netta like situation. Like, I think that they're like, may the best man win. Like, I don't think Netta would have taken like John and vice versa, obviously. And that worked out well for them for a while. So I don't know. Like, I think I'm sad it's ending. I think it's not Cassandra, and I think that she just played and made bigger moves, and she's been more fun to watch. For me, the brothers are way too, like, hot-headed, but they just get, like, and, like, one feeds the other, right? Like, they rile each other up, and then the other, like, and how could you not? Like, when your friends or when your family's in there, you know someone so well, they just feed off each other, right? So it's like, I don't know. It's just sad. I'm bummed that it's ending, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that like I wanted so bad to get tickets to the show, but maybe next year. I apparently though we may still have a chance, Lindsay, because Big Brother Canada was tweeting just a couple days ago that they are going to have five. I think it was 5 pairs, if I remember reading correctly. Maybe I'm just living up what I read, but they are going to have more than one pair of finale tickets.
I
so for
heard
some reason we can make that, we win it. I mean, I'll bring you, and I will find a way to Toronto and find a way to get Logan taken care of. But
I heard that I have a friend that his friend watches the finale twice, and he said that it was like ridiculously like long and strenuous because they kept just doing take after take after take because they want to make it perfect, and you sit there for almost 6 hours and just watch them do take after take. So I don't know. Didn't sound too much fun, but but then the person walks out and you're there and whatever. But yeah, it's like you sit there and you just kind of like, and then they're like, can you say this again? Can you say that again? So you spend a lot of time like watching her prep and do mics and stuff like that. It's really interesting.
I don't know. I don't care.
I don't care. I would still love
all that.
I don't care.
I don't. I would love to be there. I'd get.
Well, they'll probably all go to Niagara Falls the day after. They always do that. And you know the ride or dies are all going to come back. Like Arlie and Alec and all of them. Peter. All of them. They'll all be there.
Yeah.
Sarah. So it's going to be.
Apparently
they're what?
Apparently there's 50
Apparently
of
there's
them.
50 of them.
Well, guess what I heard / saw on the internet?
What?
Are you there?
What?
I saw that Emmett and Jillian are on are on Amazing Race Canada.
I know.
I
I
retweeted
retweeted that to her
that to
page.
her page.
I thought that they were broken up, but now they're on Amazing Race Canada? Maybe they just kept quiet because they didn't want us to, like, know that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's it? That's your response? You don't know?
Well, it's because I'm getting
Well,
an
it's because
echo.
I'm getting an echo.
But
They're
they're taping right now.
I really thought they were broken up, and now they're not, apparently. Or if they are, maybe they're like exes on, like, the road together, like trying to mend their relationship. Oh my god, that would be amazing. I don't think they do that because I feel like I just feel like Emmett's too private. Like, he wouldn't do, like, if they broke up, like, I don't think he would do that. That's my feeling, but he seems very private about.
I don't know. He's not in the big world since him leaving it. So I don't.
Well, I don't know, but so
Anyway.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but Cassandra's going home on Thursday night. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she's going home unless for her.
Unless what?
Unless Tim can call up some plan for her to stay.
Nah, I don't think he's able to do it this time. And plus, like, she's him going up against her at this point, he has to get rid of her. This is his one shot.
Mm-hmm.
He's then the strongest.
Yeah. I just really hope that the rest of the game is entertaining us. The beginning half.
I feel like your thing is so slow, or you're, like, talking really slow. Like, you're like, I hope that the first half is better. I'm like, what's happening?
Because
The Game of Thrones?
Because they keep echoing and it's totally
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Well, maybe we should call it on this one. Because we've been chatting for a half hour.
I
So
think
maybe we'll call.
That'll wrap up our episode. Down to thank you so much for everyone. Other work and really does mean the world. I'm off, so I will be of course live feed tweeting. Because I have watched it. And I the show this week.
Okay, I'm bye.
Again, we're wishing
all
the best. Bye.
Bye.